Hello, everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It is time for the second race of the inaugural Virtual Racing Championship season. It's the APW Cares 125, brought to you by Auto Parts Warehouse. I'm Eddie Kalegi, and I'll be joined by Trip McGinnis, Don Reynolds, and Sam Wilson from Pit Road. So first, Don, let's get your take. Second race of the season. After a wild Daytona race, what can we expect here today?
I expect a lot of side-by-side racing and beating and banging. This track has always been fast. It's always the cookie cutters have always been fast. Speeds of up to 195 miles an hour heading into the corner. Watch for these guys to be going for today in Las Vegas.
Well, Trip, what's your take on this? Well, I mean, we got a lot of drivers who were very frustrated after Daytona. We got Ethan Hoffman, Annie Barr, Jarrett Talmadge, all of which disappointing finishes in the Daytona 125. This is a great opportunity to get back on track. Now let's get some picks. Trip, who are you picking today? Well, I got to go with my man, Caleb McDonald. He won the halfway bonus Daytona. He's going to win today. Don, who's your picking?
Well, just by going in practice, I think we have to rate Jarrett Talmadge as a factor. He ran some of the fastest laps that we've ever seen run at Las Vegas. Look for him to be running up front today.
Tyler McDonald's been neck and neck with Jarrett this week in practice. I think Tyler's going to go back-to-back in this race. Well, we're just a few moments away here from the APW Cares 125, and now let's send it down as we're just a few minutes away from the start of the race. Here's the national anthem. And now let's take a look at our starting lineups for the second race. Here on row one, we got McGinnis Motorsports teammates Jarrett Talmadge on his outside, Austin Switzer. Then row two, your Daytona 125 winner Tyler McDonald, and the four of Ethan Hoffman. Then in row three, it's Caleb McDonald in the 21, JoJo Sims making his debut in the 14 for Haas Online. Row four, you've got Caleb Rose in the 20, Annie Barr, your highest starting Chevy in 8th. Row 5 is Fisher G in the 88 and Josh Williamson making his debut in the 36. Then the two who missed qualifying, the 51 of Trey Rogers and the 3 of Hunter Battersby. Race back 67 laps, pit window about 18 to 20 laps. The halfway bonus is at lap 35. Tyler McDonald won at Daytona. Watch for some tight race cars. 5 Fords up front. Here's the 36 car of Josh Williamson. And here up here is Tyler McDonald as they start to get ready. Jarrett Talmadge, Austin Switzer are going to be on the front row. Trip, what's your last things to say before this race? Well, I can expect, remember at Daytona, every race there's a lot of contact coming into. Be surprised if we have an early wreck here, but let's see who's going to get the jump. Is it going to be Talmadge? Is it going to be Switzer, Tyler McDonald, Hoffman? We're just going to have to see what happens. All right, as they come through turn number 4, getting ready to take the green flag. As always, we go green on lap 2. Trip, are you ready? Yes, I am, and so are all 12 of these drivers. Here we go. Hold them, flag man. Green flag, let's go, let's roll.
Huge
and we
jump
are
for Talmadge.
underway here in Las Vegas.
Talmadge with the big jump heading into turn 1.
Wow, and Austin Switzer got shuffled back. He's going to fall back to third. Tyler McDonald a little loose, but it looks like he's going to hold it straight, at least for now.
Hoffman's got a good
Tyler
run heading
McDonald
off of turn 2 as well, by the looks of things.
Back here, whoa, bit of a stack up, and there's cars around.
Oh,
Switzer, Hoffman,
they couldn't have
36 is
made
around
one
in
lap.
the wall with the cautions out, and Trey Rogers in the 51 has already lost connection, so he's going to finish
Battersby is
12th
in it.
in this
That's also 3 cars in it.
big crash right there. Switzer, Battersby, Josh Williamson. I mean, a lot of good cars involved in that. And an early caution trip, you called it. Yep, I know. I mean, these races like this, these guys not really used to racing in this big of a pack at these specific tracks.
Oof.
I would not be surprised to continue seeing these in these races. They're even having some trouble on the pace laps.
Yeah, no surprise. They're still working on it, but it's definitely a lot better than it was in the Clash and the Daytona 125. So they're making
And one
some
other reminder,
progress.
there are 4 drivers in this race making their first ever start in any VRC TRS competition. Those being the 14 of Sims, the 36 of Josh Williamson, the 3 of Hunter Battersby, 51 of Trey Rogers. I mean, he's out of the race. But the leaders are coming down to pit road.
So
As
much,
here comes
so
Tyler
much for that
McDonald
first
now.
start. It's really
So let's see
unfortunate
what
for Trey.
Tyler's doing.
Wow, he almost turned the wedge completely down.
Wow, and he's really playing with those tire pressures. Look at the difference between the rears, like 7. Wow. As you see most of the field pitting, the 2 Calebs who played some strategy at Daytona they are the 2 that stayed out. So it's Rose first, McDonald second, as you see on our brand new graphics package brought to you by Kenyon's Graphics as they work on the 11. Annie Barr coming off a pit road quickly. I believe he might have just taken fuel only or just 2 tires and some adjustments.
Here comes Sims.
Here's a replay of this wreck.
Oof. The track just gets completely blocked with cars piling up on the outside. Nowhere for poor Josh Williamson to go.
I think the 99 was the one who got trapped on the outside. A little contact with the 88. And then when he slowed down, the 4 made some contact, 36, the 3. A lot of good cars involved in this one.
Here comes Williamson to pit road now. Oh
And
my!
whoa,
We didn't see this before. He comes onto the pit lane and gets plowed by probably was Battersby.
wow, Hunter Battersby. Yeah, you know, one of those drivers, these are 2 of the drivers making their first VRC starts. But
Wow,
my
what a
goodness,
risky tactic here, going backwards to get on the pit lane. And he
it's
still
going to
did
be
it.
costly for Williamson, yes, but it's early in the race, first off. And then second off, I mean, he would have been in the back anyway from the wreck, so it's not going to hurt him that much. Very true, and we're ready to further restart. It'll be McDonald as Caleb Rose chooses the outside. It'll be Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, Annie Barr all up here as we get ready to restart. And the green flag is back in the air here on lap number 5 of 67. Annie Barr is third, Tyler McDonald, then Talmadge is your top 5.
Good.
Big break in the field back there.
Uh-oh, 15. Oh, big
Whoa,
crash in
man.
turn 2.
Let's see. Remember,
99,
2 car cautions
88,
now. Can they
15,
save it?
36. It looks like they may have kept it straight. No caution.
Yeah, remember the new rule, 2 car cautions, but I mean, they have to be together. Both of them pretty much kept it straight, and we know the 15's having some connection issues. That's what's getting radioed in, so we'll see. Meanwhile, we've got a 3-car battle for the lead, and Tyler's in the wall.
That was a hard hit. Looks
As
like he's going to
JoJo
keep
Sims
it going,
is
though.
going to fly by, as does Talmadge.
Good crossover
Sims
by
slides
Tyler
up.
there.
Yeah, Tyler had a lot of momentum on those 2 leaders, but a little bit of issues there coming through the travel, hit the wall. I think he was carrying a little too much speed. Hard hit for him. As now he's taking a look on Talmadge way down there.
Contact.
Contact.
Whoo. This is some tense racing here.
I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the battle for the win. These are the 2 guys fastest in practice all week long. These are the 2 that we really have to watch out for pretty
Big
much
run
this
coming
entire
from the
season.
11 here.
Big run from the 11 on the outside. As right now, Caleb McDonald has passed Caleb Rose. They battled for a couple laps as we'll be coming to lap number 8 of 67 here
He's
in the
still
Auto
not
Parts
quite
Warehouse
clear of
Cares
that 28.
125.
There he goes around him. Finally did clear him.
So Tyler McDonald takes second. Then, as you see up on the graphic, Talmadge is fourth. JoJo Sims rounds out your top 5. Then it's Switzer, G, Josh Williamson, Ethan Hoffman, Annie Barr. Hunter Battersby is 11th, and Trey Rogers in the 51. disconnected one of the two ECU racing cars racing the other one, Annie Barr, back in 10th.
It seemed like
So
Caleb
your top
McDonald kind
five.
of shot out of a cannon that restart, but Caleb Rose is catching him, so who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
this
racing
could be the
hard.
turning
Whoa,
point for
McDonald
Tyler.
slides a little through the
Oh,
grass and they're
big!
crashing.
Big! There it is.
Warriors
This
are
is going to bring
wrecking.
it out. Caution is
Caution
out.
is out for the second time today. Oh
My
my goodness.
gosh.
That was a hard hit for the 20 of Caleb Rose.
Just hope they're okay. That was vicious.
That was a nice mellow spin for McDonald, but Caleb Rose, my goodness. Great camera work here in the 11.
That was just
Wow.
waiting to
McDonald
happen.
split up after getting in the ground.
That was just an accident waiting to happen. The whole run. Man.
So we'll see who's coming down pit road here, as we'll be on lap number 10 now of 67.
Still trying to get them lined up, but
remember, the halfway bonus will be coming to the line to start lap 35, where one regular point and one playoff point will be dished out.
we got Jarrett Talmadge in the pit, we got Caleb Rose in the pit, and Battersby is also pitting, so that'll move the 36 to 4th, so it'll be Tyler McDonald first, Sims second, Caleb McDonald third, Williamson 4th, Switzer 5th, Hoffman 6th, Fisher G 7th, Annie Barr 8th, Talmadge 9th, Rose 10th, Battersby 11th. Boy,
So
oh
it was
boy.
Talmadge, Rose, and Battersby, the three who pitted. So your highest Toyota is currently Tyler McDonald. Sims the highest. Ford, highest Chevy is Fisher G back in 7th. Yeah, these Chevys, they're kind of hurt today because Donovan David could not make this race. He's going to be running full time and was unable to make this race. But these guys really have to pick up the load because Chevys are really struggling. Although they got 4 in this race, I mean, not doing too well right now.
Yeah, Trip, that's a real shame that Donovan missed this race. He was one of the fastest cars in the whole league coming in, just seeing his runs at Daytona. So yeah, it's really unfortunate, but who knows, maybe he'll come back at Phoenix and fight another
He does
day.
plan to race number 3 at Phoenix. As we get ready to restart here, it'll be Tyler McDonald on the inside, JoJo Sims on the outside.
Look at the temperature on Tyler is getting a little high there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to be a problem with the car because that might have something to do with that contact he had, and he never pitted from that with the wall. That's a crazy restart.
5 wide!
And Williamson
Oh, there he goes.
to the lead. Whoa!
Aggressive has gone around. Ouch!
Big hit. Cars are spinning all over the
2,
place.
3, 4.
Oh, and Hoffman.
Battersby again.
Battersby involved. Williamson hits the wall hard, and the caution's going to come back out here as they'll race back to the line. Tyler McDonald got shuffled way back in that mess. Fisher G is all the way up to 4th here. We'll see what the order is across the line. JoJo Sims is the leader.
What a run for the 14 on that restart. And the 99. My goodness.
And Talmadge. Yeah, Jared Talmadge pitted. He restarted 9th, and he's up to 3rd.
What a topsy-turvy order on lap 12.
Crazy turn of events right there. But a big crash that involved a bunch. Josh Williamson, Ethan Hoffman, Annie Barr, Hunter Battersby. I think Caleb McDonald might have gotten a piece of it as well, as he and Williamson now start to catch up to the pack.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Williamson. He had a great run on that restart, but looks like he catches a bit of the... well, not just a bit, he pretty much catches the whole inside of the track, and it just piles up everybody else behind.
Big hit there from Annie Barr. Hoffman plows in, and then
another big hit.
Sitting a duck right there.
That was vicious.
Field was not yet caught up, and a couple do pit, including Josh Williamson, Caleb McDonald, Annie Barr, Hunter Battersby, all of which were involved in the wreck, as we'll be restarting on lap 14 of 67, I presume, with JoJo Sims your leader. The top 3 are all Fords. Fisher G, your highest Chevy, in 4th. Tyler McDonald, your highest Toyota, in 5th.
Yeah, and strangely enough, Ethan Hoffman did not pit, even though he had that huge contact with Andy Barr coming out of turn 2. But maybe he's still confident. Maybe he thinks his car can hold on.
Now, guys, there's something else I want to point out. Will these guys calm down? That restart, there was 5 wide for the lead, and Williamson came through. Do you think, Don, that these guys are going to calm down here on this restart?
Uh, they ought to. They ought to. This is getting ridiculous. They can't complete seemingly one lap without wrecking each other. They gotta calm down, or we're never gonna get this race finished.
Yep. Well, we're going to have a restarting opportunity here. Lap 13 of 67. JoJo Sims, Austin Switzer, then Talmadge, G, Tyler McDonald, Caleb Rose, Ethan Hoffman are the 7. And the green flag is back out here on lap 14, and contact between Sims and Talmadge. Wow, JoJo Sims making his debut, really trying to make something happen here. Oh, contact.
Loose, 88 car. Jarrett stayed to the bottom. There he is. He gets out of the harm's way.
Nice job there by Talmadge.
One car on the wall. One car on the wall. Caleb Rose.
The talented racer is not just the guy who can make bold moves. He's also the guy who can stay out of the wrecks and be able to move out of the way. And Talmadge did a great job there, even though it's going to cost him a lot of ground.
Big block for the 14 and the 11 there. Switzer's in the lead now. Where did he come from?
Yeah, Austin Switzer hasn't really led that much ever since the
big run by the 11.
What a run by Tyler.
Wow.
Tyler McDonald, what a run on Switzer.
That was
Switzer
incredible.
with the crossover to the inside. Wow, this is a good battle.
The two moderators duking it out right now.
Now, what I don't understand, Tyler McDonald was side by side for second. And he somehow got a run and was able to come all the way to the lead. Let's see if Tyler makes it to the inside.
He got tight. There he goes to the inside.
Dead even here as they come down.
This is good stuff. Big run for
stuck
Tyler.
On the outside, doesn't get as good of a run, and Tyler's going to clear him as they come through turn 4.
This is what these fans came and paid for.
As we look up on the top right corner, there is the plus or minus since the restart. You see Tyler McDonald has gained 4 spots. JoJo Sims has dropped 3. Annie Barr has gained 4. And how about Caleb Rose? He's back to 10th. Hunter Battersby is disconnected soon after that wreck, so there's only 10 left in the race.
Ooh, contact with the 14 and the 36 there. Oh, they're 4 wide behind Williamson. This is not going to work.
This is crazy. Big battle for 5th on back,
really. This is congestion. There's no way they can keep this up. Oh, there they go. Big crash behind.
There is a crash behind.
Massive
there. A car
crash.
Spinning, and the caution's going to come out at lap 18.
Wow. How they held on without wrecking before that, I have no idea.
Now, I got to tell you, McGinnis Motorsports is really starting to look strong now. You got guys on that team, 2nd, 3rd, 4th in Switzer, Talmadge, Williamson. I'd really watch out for them. But Tyler McDonald, that pass he made was just astounding.
Yeah, it was. I was not expecting him to get that big of a run. Looked like the 99 may have actually made some contact with the wall, so we'll have to check that, but whatever happened, he did not get a good turn 1 and 2 that lap.
You see a lot of guys coming into pit road, and I got to remind you, a lot of these guys haven't pitted since that early caution right at the start of the race, and with the fuel window at 18 to 20 laps, I mean, they were down to just about maybe at the most 4 laps left on gas, so smart decision here.
He's messing with the tire pressures again.
Here comes Tyler McDonald into the pits.
Looks like he's going to have a 4-tire stop here.
Four tires here for Tyler McDonald. Yeah, good work by the crew trying to get him out fast.
JoJo's first off.
Whoa,
Tyler second.
Between the 11 and the 99. As 3 cars stayed out, it was Jarrett Talmadge, Annie Barr, and Josh Williamson. Everybody else of the 10 that were still running in the races, Battersby and Rogers are out, are have pitted, as now we're on lap 20 of 67, 15 to go before the halfway bonus is crowned.
Yeah, Jojo may not have the best car in the field, but certainly has the best pit crew by the look of things, how fast they were able to get that stop done.
He's already got that. He's also got that Ford horsepower, which we've seen from McGinnis Motorsports, Caleb McDonald, not Fisher, Ethan Hoffman. Well, we're going to restart here. It looks like lap 21. There we go.
One more pace lap.
One more pace lap. Whoopsies. They still got to catch everybody up from pit road.
Goodness gracious, 7 cars pitted.
Yeah, that's probably why we needed this extra lap, because a lot of guys pitted, and it takes a while to catch up. And one of the big rules is that we want everyone caught up before we're going to restart. We want everybody to come off the pits and catch up to the field. It's a little crazy here on the pace laps in the top 4, all squeezed up into the wall.
Wow. This is... I know there's still a work in progress, but my gosh, please figure this out before Phoenix.
So it'll be rivals on row 1, the 15 ECU Racing Chevrolet of Annie Barr, and the 28 of Jarrett Talmadge. Then Talmadge's teammate Josh Williamson and JoJo Sims. Tyler McDonald is 5th. Then Austin Switzer 6th. Then it's Fisher G, Caleb McDonald, Caleb Rose, Ethan Hoffman. 10 cars still running. We'll restart here as they get ready to go. And the green flag is waving, and we're back underway.
Big jump for Talmadge here. No one even got close to as good a restart as Jarrett Talmadge there.
Whoa, Williamson, a little
loose. Oh my.
They almost took a 3 wide coming out of the backstretch.
My goodness, this is tense.
Top 4 single file out, maybe top 5 to turn number 3. As you can see, the 36 up there, he's going to slide up the track. The 11 takes advantage and dives the inside.
Good job by the 36 there to get out of the way. Talmadge still way out front.
1, 2, 3, probably the best cars in the race, ranking from 1 to 3 here. Talmadge in the lead, as you can see. McDonald running 2nd, and then it looks like you got Williamson running 3rd. And Sims has not fallen or gained really in any spots since the restart, as you can see on the ticker. But on the front stretch, though, it's going to be a pretty solid distance between each of the top 3. Pretty evenly distanced out. Lap 24 now underway.
Yeah, that.
Well, and I'd watch out here. Jarrett Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, the 2 fastest guys by far in practice. We could have a good battle, as we've only got about 10 more laps before the halfway bonus is crowned.
This 28 car is gone, at least for right now, unless Tyler can get something going.
Yeah, but we've seen Tyler make some bold moves throughout this race, so that could change.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, these 2 drivers for sure have almost practically the same lap times every lap. Consistency is key, especially when you come to these mile-and-a-half.
Little loose there with the 11 car. He might have clipped the grass some.
And something I do want to point out, this lap that Tyler just ran, he went through the grass and still registered a 30.84, which would have won almost any of the practice sessions. So he and Talmadge are just checking out on everybody else.
Yeah, there's no way for these people behind to catch them unless a caution comes out. Nobody else has a chance.
So lap 26.67 now. It's Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, Williamson, Sims, Annie Barr, your top 5. Austin Switzer is 6th, followed by Fisher G, Caleb McDonald, Caleb Rose, and Ethan Hoffman.
Surprisingly, a good run for Williamson. In that 3rd position.
There's that great run that Tyler always gets here at Vegas. Turn 3, he starts in the middle lane and then just shoots to the inside. He's going to do it through the travel,
too. He did it again. He just did it again.
And Tyler McDonald takes the lead here on lap 27 of 67.
Man, oh man.
One thing I've noticed, you can really hold that inside lane, and that really will come into play when it gets later on into these races, or at least into the runs, because if your car can hold that inside lane or hold a solid line really well, you're going to be able to get a good run off the corner without having to let off the gas, because you're so close to getting to that wall. And Talmadge is trying to fight back here, and I'm not sure how well that's going to go.
Yeah, it might not go well for either one of them. They're racing awful hard right now.
Talmadge got close, but a little loose through 1 and 2, and Tyler McDonald remains in front. And now Switzer and Williamson are 3rd and 4th. So 3 McGinnis cars in the top 5, but Caleb Rose has gotten into the top
Oh
5.
no!
One
Oh,
Talmadge
we got
just
roll
a
wrecked.
car in turn 3 into the
Oh
wall.
man!
in the
Talmadge,
wall.
the second place
Caution's out.
contender.
Oh, and Switzer's got a little bit of contact with the wall too, trying to get through that.
Wow, Jarrett was really charging, and something like that is that was a big
Man,
hit there.
that was. Hopefully he's okay and can go on.
And since everybody pretty much pitted around lap 19, I think everybody is good on gas, making it to the halfway bonus. There might be a couple that are iffy that pitted in the caution before that might have to pit here, so we'll have to see what happens.
I wouldn't be surprised if people would pit for tires here. They're racing awful hard right now.
And there's only 10 that are in the race still, so it's not going to drop you that far back. As meanwhile, let's watch a replay. Austin Switzer, you see Talmadge come shooting across. Then watch this hit.
Ouch! Lucky he went in with the back end there. That was vicious.
Yeah, I was just about to say that would have been bad if it was head on, but he did get it in the back end, but it was still vicious nevertheless.
Yeah.
And there's a car behind Switzer as well that came up into the wall. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I think it was
Williamson.
McDonald. Williamson? Yeah, possibly. But pretty tough hit for Talmadge's second place runner. And now really all these guys are going to have to hope for, the ones that don't really have the good cars. They got to take advantage of the track position they're going to have to try and even have a chance to get this halfway bonus from the leader.
Yeah, for example, Fisher G might not have the best car, but he's in the top 5 here, and he's known for getting good restarts. Same with the 21 of Caleb McDonald. As we see Josh Williamson slipping and sliding his way up the pit road.
That's another thing these guys need to work on, is being able to control their car coming off the banking heading into pit road.
Yeah, I assume it's because of the fact that maybe some of these guys, they slam on the brakes trying to get in. That locks up the tires and spins them out. You got to ease onto the brakes when you come down, especially a mile and a half when you're coming off the banking most of the time, coming to pit road.
Jared Talmadge came straight to the pits after being involved in that wreck and lost a lap, but since he's the only car a lap down, he'll get the wave around and be back on the lead lap in 10th for this restart.
No, back to what you just said. Slamming onto the brakes coming onto the pit lane. Let's keep in mind that some of these guys are doing 175 miles an hour all the way through the corners, and that just kills the tires in the process, so they need to be careful with that.
As they start getting bunched up, this will be the final restart before the halfway bonus. We'll just have 4 more laps before a regular season point and a playoff point are dished out. Caleb McDonald took the halfway bonus in the first race of the season at Daytona, and he is right in the picture here. Tyler, Switzer, Caleb McDonald, Fisher G, JoJo Sims, then Hoffman Rose, Williamson, Barr, Talmadge. As we get ready to restart with 4 to go before the halfway bonus.
There it is.
Here we go, the green flag
once again. They are on the lava pedal heading to turn 1. A huge run for your first place restarter. And look at this bunch up in the middle of the field. A lot of contact going on. 3 wide.
Big contact.
Huge contact.
More contact.
The halfway bonus, so
goodness.
It will keep going. As
There's
Caleb
Williamson turned back.
Wow.
And now the field's going to be pretty much spread out here for the next few laps. Of course, no caution since we've only got a few laps remaining. And also, it's at the tail end of the field. Nothing much going on there. But look at this. The leader checking out, heading to turn 1.
Now the big question, can Caleb McDonald hunt down his brother and claim his second straight halfway bonus? Austin Switzer is still in the picture, as is Fisher G. Jarrett Talmadge, though, coming through. He's up to 4th already after restarting 10th.
Look at Sims still up in the 5th place.
28.
JoJo Sims still up in the 5th place. I don't know, Eddie's. I don't know if Austin's going to be able to catch Tyler or not.
0.6 of a second, but if Tyler makes a mistake, Switzer can pounce. But it's the same way. If Switzer makes a mistake, Tyler McDonald could just check out.
Boy, he got a good turn, too, there.
One thing some of these
Jarrett
guys with
Talmadge
lack of
just
field
passed,
might
but
be
3
thinking about.
seconds back, a little too far back from competing. If we had a few more laps before the halfway bonus, he would have probably made it into the picture.
Good
and he's
battle
actually
for
going to lose third
going.
place.
And you see some of these guys running 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds back. They're not going to have a chance to get this, halfway bonus unless something crazy happens with the 2 leaders. So we might see some strategy here if that's possible. I'm not sure if anyone's really going to take it though, as we, won't all be. They all will not be able to make it on fuel to the end of the race.
Well, remember, 2 wins locks you into the playoffs, and playoff points are key, and they can also come from the halfway bonus. After winning at Daytona, Tyler McDonald will continue the momentum and win the halfway bonus here in the APW Cares 125, brought to you by Auto Parts Warehouse.
Certainly, he's been the fastest car all day. No surprise that he got that halfway bonus.
That one move, still, I'm so impressed by with JoJo Simpson. We side by side for second and somehow got to the lead. All right, so we'll be taking a break. Tyler McDonald, after winning the Daytona 125.
Hi, this is Tyler McDonald, driver of the number 11 FedEx and Sport Clips Toyota, and you're watching the Virtual Racing Championship.
Calling all gamers, streamers, YouTubers, owners of Twitter pages, Facebook pages, and websites. Are you in deep need of graphics? Then check out Kenyon's Graphics today for some great deals. For gaming, how about gaming logos $3, banners, profile pics for $4, custom streamer logo for $6, all streamer packages at $15. How about custom cards for $4, canvas art runs at $8, custom logo for $10, and art business page packages at $15. Check out Kenyon Graphics today on Twitter at Kenyon's Graphic. Remember, each design is custom made for each customer to be as original and unique as you are. Check out Kenyon's Graphics, the official graphics source of the Virtual Racing Championship. All right, well, we're back. Tyler McDonald, fresh off of his halfway bonus.
In 5th place. Didn't really get a good pit stop compared to some of the other guys.
Either that or he changed a lot of stuff on his setup for the race car, but nonetheless, they're on the loud pedal again. We are taking the green flag once again here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And they stick it 3 wide again for 4th. Switzer to the inside, almost 3 wide for 2nd. They're making contact, turns 1 and 2.
What a jump by that 15 of Annie Barr. He's decided he's done with this group. He's just out of here. Talmadge is trying to catch him, but I don't think he can do it. At least for the moment. Whoa, Switzer slid up. That's going to give some room for McDonald on the bottom. How about this mess up here? A 4-car breakaway early on following the halfway bonus. Whoa, Talmadge looked like he may have just brushed the wall there. Now they're going to go... no, not Talmadge. Barr. Now they're going to go 3 wide on the back straightaway. Almost sideways.
We got a crazy mess up here. Annie Barr, who did not pit, restarted first, falling back, and now we got a big logjam for 2nd place.
What a run by Caleb there on his brother.
Wow, and Annie Barr really trying to pick up the slack today for Chevrolet.
Oof.
Really getting aggressive in contact with the 11.
Oh, man, he made contact, get punted by the
Here
21
comes
again,
another hit.
into the wall.
Bang!
Oh, big
huge
hit for
hit.
Williamson. He'll slide
Right
to the
into the
inside,
Armco as
caution
well.
Comes out.
Driver's side right into the Armco barrier also. Man, oh man, oh man.
And I think the race in the back of
Caution
the
of
line
the day
here.
will wave with 30 laps to go. Here in the APW Cares 125, brought to you by the Auto Parts Warehouse.
Like Talmadge is going to be the leader.
Yep, the 3 most dominant cars
Oof.
today will be up front. Talmadge,
There they
Switzer,
go
Tyler.
again.
But Tyler gets dumped by Switzer and his bro under the caution laps.
Yeah, that's the issue. They're still trying to work on it.
Still
But-
only the 2nd real race we've had, so it's going to take a while.
Goodness gracious me. Oh my. They're still piling in. They're still piling in.
And we know some of these drivers that are in this field have some iRacing experience where pace laps are actually kind of decent. And I bet it for a couple of these guys that it's really irritating when you're trying to get down to the.
I bet.
So yeah, taking a look at the
Watch
replay here.
a replay of the chaos, and yeah, Andy Barr got
Big
punted.
hit.
Caleb McDonald somehow kept it straight after piling into the 15. Nice job by him.
And by the look of things, Andy went up to the high side, and he probably had no idea that Tyler was as far up as he was going back down. My goodness gracious. That
Well,
was a
McDonald was
huge
about
hit.
halfway
Rick
down the racetrack,
slid
even
through
coming
and
into
didn't
turn
get
one.
that much contact.
Well, at least the hit to the Armco wasn't as bad as the hit to the 15 car, but still.
So we've got 27 laps to go, lap 41 of 67. It'll be Talmadge, Switzer, then Tyler and Caleb, followed by JoJo Sims, Caleb Rose, Fisher G, Annie Barr, and then Hoffman and Williamson were the two to pit under this caution. We've had 6 cautions so far, and the top 3 are really the 3 who have dominated this race so far. Jarrett Talmadge, Austin Switzer in the 11. Don, I want to get your take. Who are you feeling? Has the best chance out of these 3 heading into the final stages of this race?
Man, I don't know. It's probably still going to be between the 99, the 28, and the 11. I do find it interesting, however, that the cars of Hoffman and Williamson actually chose to pit right from the get-go off of the halfway bonus. Wonder what kind of strategy they've got going.
I'd also watch out here for JoJo Sims in the 14th. First race for him, one of 4 drivers making their debut, and he's in 5th place right now. He's got a good chance, especially if there's some issues for the leaders. We'll see what happens here as we're coming to 26 laps to go.
Sims certainly
We
has
got ready
been
to
the dark
restart.
force today.
And as McGinnis Motorsports on the front row as they take the green flag.
Little
Big
contact,
push.
though, between
Big
the 28
push
and
coming for
99.
Talmadge.
And look at Ford infesting that top 5, only a Toyota, and it seems as though another Chevrolet or so sitting back there. There's all Fords and
Toyota,
Toyotas back
Ford. A little bit of contact there in front of Williamson. He had to lift a ton.
Whoa!
Oh my!
big crash.
Wow!
Caleb McDonald Williamson, and another quick caution here, 7th caution of the race. Here at lap 42.
A sudden and unexpected crash just came out of nowhere on the back straightaway.
I
It
don't
was
even know what
Barr
to
and
say
McDonald
about that
making
one.
contact, and then Williamson piling in.
Really hard to tell what happened there because it happened so fast.
And like I said, JoJo Sims, he was able to keep up with the leaders there, but that was a big mess. Josh Williamson tried to back out of it, and then craziness happened.
Yeah, he literally had a split second to try to miss this thing. You'll see right here, coming out of turn 2.
Move there, slowing down.
He's committed to the high line, and
I wonder
place,
if McDonald was
time.
trying to block and accidentally got clipped by Annie Barr and maybe didn't know he was up there.
that is a
Really hard to
possibility.
tell.
That is a possibility. These guys have been blocking an awful lot today. I would not
That
be
was
surprised.
a big hit for the 21 because it was right in the driver's side door, so that was a bad hit for him.
Annie Barr, lucky his was in the passenger's door.
We get ready to restart once again here. It is Jarrett Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, Switzer, and Sims. The green flag waves once again with 24 to go in the Auto Parts Warehouse. Carries 125
boy.
as Williamson through the grass.
And he is the
Slams
only
the wall
one.
but keeps it straight, and we stay green.
He's the only one wrecking. By rule, we cannot throw the caution.
And the top 2 checking out once again. They're just out of here, and they're going to start battling on their own, of course, to turn 3.
Yeah, no surprise that the 28 and 11 shot out the way they did.
And they got a big advantage over third place with Switzer and Sims. I mean, they are really the 2 who are really proving that they'll be the big challengers. Caleb Rose, though, he was fast at Daytona, and now he's up into the top 5.
Good run for him today, for sure.
Yeah, it looks like McGinnis Motorsports and the Toyota Virtual Alliance teams are really going to be the biggest competitors all season long, at least what we've seen so far in these first 2 races. It'll be really tough to see how this one comes down to when it gets down to the playoff time.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but coming out of turn 2, it looked like McDonald might have hit the outside wall a little bit, and Talmadge was able to pull away tremendously. So, we'll see if he can rebound.
Let's see if he takes that line where he goes to the middle and shoots the inside. No, he's going to just stay in the middle.
slid up
Pretty
the
much
track
follows
some.
Talmadge's line here.
Probably just trying to search around for some grip a little bit because we have been on these tires for a little while now, so they're probably getting slippy and slidey all over the place trying to handle these cars.
Yeah,
It's definitely going to be a handful for these drivers.
Yeah, interesting. He did not pit in that last caution because of tires and such.
Remember, we've got about 20 laps to go here, and he's going to take the inside lane this time. Talmadge running right against the wall. He's going to rim ride it, but he's going to get a better run than McDonald off of turn 2.
My goodness.
And he's going to keep that lead.
Jarrett Talmadge loves that outside line. He was talking about in practice about how much he loves running the Larson lane when he has good control of his car. It's clear that he has that right now, and he's really using it to his advantage here against Tyler, who is trying to work the dead inside lane.
Jarrett may be pulling away, but this is far from over. Tyler is not going to give up the win.
Something wrong with the 15 of Annie Barr. He pits, and now there's a caution out.
What in the world is the caution for? Right here, and there's debris in turn 1.
This might have been from, there were some issues with Annie Barr, and he lost control. That might have been part of the reason for this, as the leaders come to pit road here. Yeah, and it's going to be very close, but I think with this pit stop, they should be able to make it because there will be 19 to go when they cross the stripe. So it's going to be close. As long as they don't overdo it, they should be able to make it on gas from here.
And it makes sense because they're about halfway through. They're about halfway in between the halfway bonus and the end of the race here. So, yeah, it may be able to make it, just barely. I don't know. It's going to be really tough to see.
It is very tough to see. But by the looks of things, Annie Barr might have cut a tire. There's lots of sheet metal in turn 1 that they're picking up.
Yeah, these guys coming off of pit lane are got to stay on the apron because that seems everything's up on the racing surface here. Well, they're going to go up anyways.
Interesting. That was really unfortunate.
This might have been what it was from.
That was right off the restart, so that was really unfortunate for the 36.
So maybe race control was debating throwing the caution for any debris that was in turn 1.
That might have been it. He hit that wall awful hard.
So 2 drivers stayed out, I believe. I believe it was Rose and Annie Barr with Talmadge, Tyler McDonald right there. Switzer still in the mix in 5th. JoJo Sims is also up there. As we'll see, I don't think we're going to restart here. We'll see if everybody is caught up, and I don't see that they are. We'll see what the official ruling is from...
Yeah, this will be the restart right here.
It will be the restart, and we are green with 18 laps to go. Annie Barr, Caleb Rose stayed out. Everybody else pitted. As it's Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, Switzer, G. Williamson, Sims, Caleb McDonald, and Hoffman. Annie Barr did just recently pit under green, but Caleb Rose did not.
There he goes.
And he's
Talmadge underneath. I was about to say Rose unexpectedly finds himself in the lead, but there goes Talmadge right underneath him, and McDonald.
Already,
McDonald's right there on the back bumper of the 28. If he can just get a good run through a corner, as we got a good battle. Free wide contact.
That is unfortunate. That is tough.
And yet another
yellow. Josh Williamson, Austin Switzer, and already the 9th caution here with 17 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't think Williamson's going to appreciate what the 14 coming up the track, but there might have been some lag going on. There's definitely lag there with Caleb McDonald.
There's been some lag in the race, most evident from the 15 of Annie Barr, but the 14 of Sims has also had some of that problem, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there he is right there. It doesn't look like Williamson's going to do anything. He's going to keep his cool for the most part. Nope, and they stack up some. What a
lot of him coming through turn 4 right now.
I've made my way down to the Caleb McDonald pit. There seems to be some sort of issue with the driver and his physical abilities at the moment. There seems to be some sort of pain that McDonald is feeling in the left side of his arm. He's not sure how significant it is. He's going to try and work out this race, and he's going to try and finish this race and wheel it out. And it's going to be really tough for him to do, I'm pretty sure. So if there's any problems with anything, he might not, if it's too serious, he's probably going to miss a couple races. But he said he's going to really try and keep his car underneath him for today's race.
Man,
Well,
that
that
is
might contribute.
unfortunate.
I'm going to guess that's from that big hit, that 36 of Williamson, that wreck about 15 laps ago when he got loose in that wreck. And oh my goodness, he just plowed right into the 21 in the driver's side door. So that could be contributing to it, but I really hope the best for Caleb. He's been a strong driver all season long.
Now take a look at this here. I don't know. I
I
don't
am going to
know
say,
what
I
to
don't think
call
Austin
there.
Switzer should have made that move there dead on the outside with Sims
They
and
practically put it
Williamson,
three
but
wide there.
And like Tyler might have had a disconnection with his controller here.
Either that, or he was just waiting for the. Oh, well, yeah, it's
I
kind of hard
have
to
no
tell.
idea. No idea the way he was riding up on the wall like that.
And it was really far ahead of the field, so I wonder if he was.
the only suggestion I would say that since we don't have damage, that could have been an opportunity to save tires, but I don't know for sure. So we'll be restarting with 15 laps to go. It's Jarrett Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, and Caleb Rose, Annie Barr. Rose still has not come to pit road as we'll restart here with 15
Fisher's
laps
gonna
to
have
go.
a big run here too, right there in 5th place.
Green flag back in the air, 15 to go.
Look at Jarrett this time.
Now he just migrated right to the outside there, but now he's going to block Tyler's line.
Nice move by Talmadge there.
And I'm sure since it's getting down to the last 15 or so laps of this race, they're not going to play nice anymore. They get to the back bumper, they're
them
going
are
to
probably going to get antsy here as we move on.
Yeah, this is an accident waiting to happen.
But it does seem like the field is kind of spread out a little bit, kind of evened out quite a bit.
He touched the grass again.
That's the one problem the 11 keeps having that's allowing the 28 to pull away. The fact that he keeps ending up in the grass. We got a mess in front of the 36. There's a lot of cars battling up there.
Oh man, this is congestion at its finest right here.
It's Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, then Rose, Annie Barr, Sims, followed by Hoffman, Caleb McDonald, Williamson, Switzer, who got pushed towards the back after that wreck, and Fisher G, who's back in 10th. Batters being Rogers, the two disconnections.
Here.
And they almost
my.
Hoffman and Williamson make contact.
Wow,
and here
14.
comes Switzer taking advantage, getting 3 spots.
Lagged right in front of the 36. That was lag. That was not the 14's fault.
Whoa, and there's a stack up towards the inside. Hoffman.
Oh, here comes. Wow. Wow.
Annie Barr spins.
Almost
and the
over.
Going to come out for the 10th time.
This is nuts.
Barr almost rolled it as he hooked into that outside wall. And what a harsh impact again for Williamson in this race. Definitely not been a good day for Rex for Williamson for sure.
Yeah, but it is his first race, as same for JoJo Sims, Hunter Battersby, Trey Rogers. So I mean, a lot of these guys not much practice, just first couple starts here for them.
He's had a fast car, but he just keeps finding the wrong place at the wrong time, as he said in his interview at halfway. So who knows? Maybe they'll get something figured out here.
Well, first of all, this is just crazy.
Man.
Sims, that was obviously lag, I'd say. But then you've got
obviously.
Barr, Hoffman, Switzer all under one blanket.
If that's not lag, I don't know what is.
And they all stuck it
up here.
The outside lane, and then somehow made it out.
Sliding down, man. Sims with a crazy block. Barr.
They ran it 3 wide. Barr did not.
Annie Barr slides the outside and go up on his left side wheels. That was interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if Annie Barr had any control of his car or he just flat out turned up the track. We'll have to. Officials are looking at it right now.
So it'll be Talmadge, Tyler McDonald, then Rose now in the picture in 3rd after a great finish at Daytona. Caleb McDonald gutting it out in 4th. Ethan Hoffman is 5th. JoJo Sims is 6th. Fisher G is 7th. Annie Barr is 8th. Austin Switzer is 9th. And Josh Williamson rounds out your top 10.
Only 2 pitted. Wonder what strategy they've got going.
Yeah. When we come around this time, it'll be 10 laps to go in the race. And for drivers by the likes of Caleb Rose, Ethan Hoffman, Caleb McDonald, Austin Switzer, those guys running behind the top two. I mean, rather interesting to see what they're going to be able to do with the front runners today when it comes down to the end of this. Will they find some sweet spot in their car, or will they come down to just these two? Green flag flies once again here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and once again, no surprise there, Talmadge out in the lead.
This is getting down to the nitty gritty. If he keeps doing that, he's just going to go and win this race.
I mean, we did just see something through 1 and 2. Tyler McDonald trying to run the apron a little. Maybe if he can run the apron, he could gain some time. You know, Cup drivers do that at Atlanta. Maybe he could do the same. But watch out for Caleb
Here comes Rose. He couldn't make it stick though.
Yeah, they're definitely experimenting.
Getting a little aggressive late in this race as we come to 9 laps to go, and Tyler gets in the grass a little bit.
I swear, he is scaring me doing that.
Every tire mark you see in the grass is probably McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Man. Oh,
Josh
14's
Williamson
going slow. 14's going a little slow.
They take it all the way to
big block. Another block. My goodness.
Williamson is going to try to make it stick.
Up, he's in the wall.
Flips the wall a little, but it's not that bad.
Oh,
as Fisher
man.
G gets into Williamson.
Boy,
Williamson's
that is... Ooh, Annie Bar.
And now he gets clobbered.
Big hit.
And that will be the caution.
It's a big hit right there.
Yeah.
You know, not much has changed with these front runners, of course, so it's a little bit interesting to see how this will shake up later on. And if it stays like this,
up to third, though.
Remember, once we reach 3 laps to go, and if we're going green there, no more cautions. So we're going to be coming here to 7 laps to go. So we might not have that many cautions left, so these restarts are just going to get all the more important as we move on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All the more important. This is getting down to the nitty-gritty, as I said earlier. See what these guys have planned.
So Williamson runs it clean. JoJo Sims a little slow through 2, and is just getting aggressive here late.
Man, he's trying to make the move to the inside, and Sims says, I'm not going to give it to you that easy. How in the world he kept it from wrecking, I have no idea, but this is...
And then Fisher G, full head of steam, and...
Yeah, you can't really pin blame anywhere on that. They just hit each other. I don't really see a place to pin blame.
Looks like Fisher G just had a lot of momentum coming up the racetrack there, and then Williamson was already in the middle of the racetrack trying to still regain control of his car, and then they made contact. Williamson, with the NASCAR Heat 2 physics, spun like the top into the outside wall.
A little bit of a bizarre incident on the other side of the track with
what in the world happened there? Caleb Rose just went upside down.
That was on the other side of the track in turn 1. Well, that was going on in turn 3 and 4. That was going on. That was going on in turns 1 and 2, trying to catch up to the pacing line. My goodness.
Caleb Rose just absolutely somersaulted over the 99 of Switzer.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember, but when we watched that onboard from Tyler McDonald, when they had that big crash going through turn 1 and 2 at Daytona, and the 36 and 14 went flying in the air. Nobody else saw that. Here, one more pace
6
lap
to go, and we will stay under caution. One guy I do want to give some kudos to, Ethan Hoffman in the 4. He's been fighting his car all day after a very disappointing Daytona where he didn't even make it through the first lap without a disconnection. How about this? Up in 3rd, pushing it, and if he gets a good restart, he could have a chance.
Yeah,
and one thing I've noticed too, it's Hoffman that hasn't had the chance to run up front and actually contend. So we really don't know how his car handles in clean air. I mean, I don't think he ran much practice either as well. So it might be interesting to see how his car handles and how he takes the opportunity of him starting 3rd for this restart.
And this 15 needs to get to the bottom. 36 knows he's not supposed to be on the inside.
If they're having a little issues getting sorted out there for this restart, but the leaders are sorted out with Talmadge and Tyler McDonald.
Sims, the lone car that pitted during this caution. Still waiting for that 15 to come down. This has been going on for a full lap. There he finally goes.
Whoa,
my goodness.
Austin Switzer was one of the strongest cars earlier. He's all the way back in 9th. He'll need a miracle to get to the front. We get ready to restart. Here we go. 5 laps to go. Green flag is in the air.
Go.
Ethan Hoffman gives Talmadge a great shove.
And he's going to get to the inside of McDonald. He's going to take advantage of this, move him from his good line, and he looks like he might take second away from McDonald.
Whoa!
You can't do that. Oh, man, they're crashing again.
Spinning and wrecking, and another caution, and another wreck for Josh Williamson today in his Los Angeles Dodgers, number 36.
Yeah, and I assume this will be the last caution of the race since we have 4 laps to go this time at the line.
Yeah, he really wanted to have a great race for them, better than the Dodgers had today. They lost 1-0 to the Giants. He was hoping to show them some pride, but he's doing the best he can for his first race. There you see, he gets on the apron, and Switzer has nowhere to go, and neither does one other car on the outside. I couldn't tell who it was, but...
believe it was the 15 of Andy Barr. But a big thing to talk about here, when the caution waved, the 4 was in front of the 11. So Tyler McDonald will have to come from the second row, and Ethan Hoffman is going to be on the front row for this restart as we'll come to 3 laps to go.
I think they're going to run one more pace lap after this, just so people can catch up.
Yep, some people did pit. Actually, it was just the 36, but he'll have to catch up, and some people got shuffled back after the wreck. So it'll be Talmadge and Hoffman, then Tyler McDonald and Caleb Rowe, Toyotas. Caleb McDonald, Mr. G, Sims, Barr, Switzer, Williamson, Battersby, and Rogers out of the race.
Yeah, they still cannot get figured out who needs to go where.
Race control is trying their best to get everybody sorted out here, as this will be the last restart of the race. Don, what's your prediction heading into this?
Man, my mind is blank right now. I have no clue who's going to win this. This could just be... This could be something really good, or it could be something really bad. Obviously, it's going to be really bad for one of these drivers, but right now, I'm putting my money on the 4-car of Ethan Hoffman. He has been in the back all day. He had some of the fastest laps in practice, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls away here. Oh my! We
have an issue. And they're instantly going to exchange positions for the restart.
And now Ethan Hoffman is your leader with 3 to go.
What a disappointment.
Man. This might be a big break for Tyler, though. He's been pretty good today on the outside. He's been pretty good on the outside.
And the guy who held the flag
is radioing to his crew that he might not have enough gas to make it, so we'll see. We got 2 laps to go.
Here comes Williamson trying to catch up. As they're going green this time. Big stack up.
Caleb Rose
what
shot.
In the world happened?
Caleb Rose realized he jumped that restart, wisely backed off, but that kind of stacked up the field as Ethan Hoffman trying to hang on. And here comes Caleb McDonald up there.
And the 11 shut the door coming to turn 1 on Hoffman. He's going to take the lead. He's clear with a lap and a half to go. And the guy who held the flag for Ford, Jarrett Talmadge, he's out. No contention for the win, or barely even a top 10. He's going to finish in that top 10th position.
White
but it's
flag.
1 lap to go here in Las Vegas.
One lap
I think
to
he's
go.
gone. I think this is a McDonald day.
Trying to hold him off. Austin Switzer, after restarting 9th, is all the way up to 4th. Caleb Rose, strong run. JoJo Sims is 5th. But it looks like Tyler McDonald's fuel light on. He should be able to make it. Hoffman's out of gas. He's trying to move out of the way.
So much for what I said about Hoffman winning this thing.
Already locked up the playoffs now. Tyler McDonald, after winning Daytona, will win the APW Cares 125 at Las Vegas.
What a finish. Oh, he got a little too excited, apparently.
He'll do his excuse for a burnout here. But he is locked into the playoffs 2 races into the season. What a job by the 11 and Toyota Virtual Alliance. Yeah. And another good run from Caleb Rose, who's 3rd.
Horrible break for the 36, though. That stack up cost him big.
Hunter Battersby, Trey Rogers, and Jarrett Talmadge, the 3 who failed to finish. 9 cars finished on the lead lap in this race. Good run there. Ethan Hoffman fell back to 5th. He was in 2nd coming into turn 3 when finally ran out of gas, just didn't have enough to make it. But Tyler McDonald is your winner. Well, let's take a look at your point standings after race 2 of 12. Tyler McDonald is locked in right now. The other ones who would make the chase are Austin Switzer, Caleb Rose, Caleb McDonald, Nick Barcom, Fisher G, Ethan Hoffman just out. So post-race penalties, Annie Barr was suspended indefinitely from the VRC. Talmadge was docked 10 points for conduct detrimental to the league. He's appealing his probation time. So we hope you enjoyed this race. For all our contributors, we hope everyone enjoyed. Our next race will be the Rattlesnake Kenyon's Graphics 125 at Phoenix. So for everyone here, I'm Eddie Kalegi. We hope you enjoyed this here on the Virtual Racing Network. We'll see you next time.